Madonna fans and friends, and welcome to another episode of Breaking Diva News. And as I was putting up the music retrospective, of course, Madonna had to outdo me and had the news we were waiting for, right? Oh my God. So it's so exciting. Madonna fans are going wild over this news and the new photos, as you can see. So as I had done that video and put that up, unfortunately, I was working on moving and wasn't able to put up a late breaking short. I wanted to kind of go over this in more detail because it is so exciting. Yes, we are ready. We're ready for Confessions Part 2, and it will be coming next year. But another announcement that was exciting was the Warner announcement. We're going to get into that as well and talk about Warner Brothers. Um, of course, we know that she had already done the Warner deal in 21, so maybe this means we will finally get some of those re-releases. Let's get into all of that in the next slide and talk about it. So exciting. This is just big, big news. Before I go any further, though, I want to say when I said I put the video up, actually, Guilherme, my wonderful, sweet partner and helps with everything, and he was the one who put it up. And I want to thank him always for putting together the great videos. The editing is top quality. I'm just the talking head over here, but I have to tell you, he does a great job, and we appreciate all the work that he does for us in this channel. But getting back to the news, I mean, wow! I mean, it just kind of came out of nowhere. We never know when it's going to break. We were hoping and waiting for some kind of announcement, as she's been in London and has been working on a lot of different things with Stuart Price. So we were like, okay, and then she's going to the art museums and doing all these things, and it's like the calm before the storm, right? So finally, we get this announcement that indeed she is back with Warner Brothers, her original label that she worked with from the very first album. Of course, for us, that I don't know, a lot of us were kind of like, well, she did the Warner deal back in 21, and when we got that big, huge announcement that she was going to release a lot of things that were never even available, or they were on Laserdisc, or that we didn't get Blonde Ambition, or Virgin Tour, and as well as these re-releases, remasters, um, and none of that really materialized. So one has to wonder, with the announcement of the Warner deal and really putting it out there to everyone, maybe we'll start to see some of that along with everything else that we are waiting on, which right now would be the Celebration tour as well. Um, just kind of putting it, when Madonna does things, it's like a full-on blowout, like serious, everything at once. So we know that's kind of how she does it, and the waiting is always the hardest part. Um, but we're excited for it. So, do you think that this means, with the Warner announcement, that we'll see some of those remasters, re-releases, and some of those never before released in a certain format releases? Let us know what you think in the comments. But also, she of course announced that the album itself, which has still got the title of Confessions on a Dance Floor Part 2, will be released next year. And a lot of people had thought that as well at this point. There was the thought that maybe she would release for the 20th anniversary of the first one, but doesn't seem like that's going to happen. Maybe something else might come out for that day. We can certainly hope for something, maybe like a re-release similar to Veronica Electronica. Maybe she'll include some of the outtakes, like History and Fighting Spirit all together in one, or maybe some other ones we never heard. One can hope. Um, but it isn't going to be the album. So how do you feel about that? The release date being pushed back to next year. There was a lot of people have mentioned because of Taylor Swift's October release, that may have had something to do with it. Just put her in her own field. And so, it just means we have to wait a little longer, but we'll definitely be looking forward to it. And what about these photos, you guys? These photos are so awesome. When I saw it, I was like, usually we get a lot of the same, and this is very exciting, very different look. But it's giving me, like, with the bangs, it's kind of reminding me of like '93, when she had, because I have that one calendar, the '94 calendar, where she's in the water and she's got the bangs and kind of that cut, similar haircut. And yeah, I was feeling that vibe, and I'm like, oh yeah, 93, I love it. But it's got a lot of different looks to it. And I just love that she's giving good face while we wait for the new music to come. So tell me what you think about all of it, the Warner announcement, the album announcement, and of course, these new photos. Let us know what you think in the comments. There really is no other news going on right now. And as far as the big news, that's pretty much what we got. So we're going to skip over and go right to Collectible Corner. And we just released our 25th anniversary special edition video commemorating the music album release. And so for Collectible Corner, this is a little bit of my t-shirts that I've collected over the years, and we see some music ones in here now. Music really was amazing for memorabilia. We got so much. I talk about that in the video, some of the different things, and the shirts were all over the place. Of course, they ramped it up when Drown World Tour was announced, and we saw a lot of the cowgirl look in the shirts. Ghetto Fabulous, remember that? As well as, just a lot of that insignia and logos that she had going on. A lot of replicas. And I pretty much scooped up everything I could find, whether it was official or not, or just inspired by. So you can see some of those shirts here. But did you grab a lot of the different shirts, not just official, but the replicas? Tell us about the shirts that you found during the music era, or any memorabilia from the music era that you really were excited to attain, because there were certainly some really rare and cool memorabilia items during this era. So let us know, and yeah, in the comments, and happy anniversary, music. Once again, I want to thank everyone who has recently joined our community, and I also want to thank you to everyone who comments and shares your ideas, opinions, and reflections. It is so wonderful to read all of what you have to say, and we just love it. So thank you again for all of that. Keep it coming. Keep the comments coming. And here's a comment. I'm probably not going to be able to remember all of it, but MH9706, I think, commented on some news that they heard about. And of course, this was like 6 days ago. So it could have been this very photo shoot we're talking about right here. But they said they heard some rumors that she is working on the album cover, for the photo shoot for the album cover, that she had blonde hair and she had her nails done. And so I didn't really look closely at these photos if the nails are showing that she had her nails done in these current photos. But that photo shoot for the album cover may be the one under wraps. It sounds like they also heard that the album is pretty much completed and they're working on the post-production. All the promotions, all the things that would be needed, maybe working on the treatment for the first video, and then a possible early 2026 release to not coincide with Taylor Swift in October. And we have to remember, this person posted this 6 days ago. So MH9706, really astute here. I think this is awesome that you were able to find out this information, because this is kind of behind the scenes, and it could, for all we know, be actually a very early 2026 release. I'm trying to think she's ever done that before. January, February. Maybe it's more like February, March. Maybe the single in February, like a Rebel Heart situation. I could see that happening. That way she kind of has that first quarter pretty much to herself. And there are the awards shows. When is the Grammys? The Grammys is around then. So yeah, I think that could very well be. Let's see what happens, though. I really liked hearing and reading all of this. And now we, of course, have that confirmation of 2026. So well done, well done. But thank you, everyone. Keep those comments coming. We're going to have to do a lot of speculating. We're going to have to do a lot of thoughtful thinking on what might be coming in the future. As we know, next year is a Madonna year. And whenever we have a Madonna year, there is a lot going on. And we'll definitely be covering it here. So thank you again. And thank you, everyone, for all your comments. I want to thank you all again for watching this little short video. Breaking news, day late, but better late than never. And I was just as excited as everyone else when I heard about it. Seeing the feed full of these amazing photos and all this latest news. Not just Madonna groups, but all the music outlets talking about it, you know, and the big Warner news was also big news for them to post about. So it's exciting to start this pre-promotion early and see when exactly we're going to get the album and the first single. First single mainly, you know, that's going to be a chance for us to all get out there and really promote. You know, so but this is going to be such a fun era and such a fun time. We're on the cusp of it. In the meantime, I am using this as the secret photo of the week. You know, we're going back to music again. This is a cute little ad. I think it's like half German, half I'm not sure. Like when it's kind of like the like a Virgin Lyrics with Madonna from the Grammy Awards for music, and really cute. And so I want to thank you all again. Remember to check us out on Facebook if you're on Facebook, Madonna Everybody Fan Club. Almost 10,000. We're almost at 10,000. And subscribe and like here because we're going to be doing a lot of news updates as things ramp up. Once I get moved to the new place and settled, I'll be able to be on top of things a lot more, you know. But I'm very excited because, as I was mentioning in the music video, anniversary video, I have some really cool mini promotional Tower Record posters for the music album. I'd like to give some of those away. So once I find them in the closet, look for that. We'll have some fun with that. But thank you again, everyone. And I'm so excited, you know, on the day we celebrate this amazing album you're hearing in the background. We have some new music on the way, so it's very exciting. And comment below, tell me what you're most excited about, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye. Dance and sing, get up and do your thing. Thank you for joining us here at Madonna Everybody Fan Club channel, and I hope you enjoyed our latest video. I hope that you will join us here by liking and subscribing. And also, we have social media with Facebook. We have Madonna Everybody Fan Club, over 5,000 Madonna fans to join. And we have an Instagram at Madonna EFC. So make sure you check those out, as well as a page on Facebook, Madonna Everybody Fan Club, to follow. So definitely check out those social media platforms and join us there. We have contests, we have Fan of the Month, and we have features and lots of great fans to meet. But more importantly, we'd love to hear from you. Make sure you comment on this video and let us know if there's anything you'd like us to talk about or any future video topics you'd like to see. And thank you again for joining our Madonna family. Music does make the people come together. Thanks, everyone.